Hi everyone, welcome back. And today we have chicken pesto roll-up recipe. So here is some of your ingredients that you'll need. You'll need about 2 pounds of chicken breast, garlic salt, black pepper, pesto sauce, 8 ounces of mozzarella cheese, 2 tomatoes thinly sliced, cherry tomatoes, fresh basil leaves, olive oil, and unsalted butter. So let me go ahead and show you. The hardest part of this recipe is you have to flatten out your chicken breast. You'll see I didn't have a mallet, so I used a hammer, but I layered it with plastic with a saran wrap. So you'll see here I'm pounding out the chicken because I want it very flat because we're going to roll this up. And I got the chicken breast is just a bag of chicken breast out of Kroger's. Nothing spectacular. And I did clean that hammer, by the way, just in case. But I lightly tapped the chicken. All right, so I've gotten my chicken fairly flat, so I'm removing it from the plastic. I did clean it ahead of time, before I started using the mallet, and I also went back and rinsed it one more time just in case. So that's what you see me doing over the sink. Okay, so now the chicken is flattened. Now we'll start assembling the roll-ups. I take my basil pesto sauce. I'll rub that on the chicken. And I kind of did this out of order, I think, at first. I thought about it and I'm like, you know what? I think the cheese should go first. I can't quite remember. Yep, cheese, then the tomatoes. So your order will be the pesto sauce, the cheese, then the tomato. You'll roll it up. Now you'll need toothpicks for this. And you'll punch the toothpick through to keep it together. And you'll see I wanted to make sure mine didn't go anywhere. So from the center to each end, I made sure that that chicken wasn't going anywhere. So you'll continue to repeat these steps until you've used all your chicken. Once again, it's supposed to be the pesto sauce first, then the mozzarella, then the tomatoes. Depending on the dimensions of the chicken, I would put 1 to 2 slices of tomatoes. You'll see a few times while I'm doing this that I am out of sync or I go out of order. But like I said, it's the chicken is laid flat, then the pesto, then the mozzarella cheese, and then the tomatoes on top. And depending on the depth of your of your chicken, dictates how many tomatoes you'll put on it. And we'll continue to put the toothpick in the center, on the side, on each side, to make sure our roll up stays together. And this is a real simple meal. You can even do it the day before and refrigerate everything, or the night before. So when you get off of work, you can just nicely throw it in a skillet. And I use the same skillet that I cooked this chicken in to also turn around and put it in the oven as well. And you'll see that later on in this video. So I continue, and you see that one took about 2 pieces. I rolled it up. I put my toothpicks in place, and I'm on to the next one. On to the next one. All right, now you're going to take about a tablespoon or 2 of butter. Throw that in your skillet. Along with a little bit of olive oil. Trying to make sure my pan is evenly coated. And now it's time to add my chicken. And I'm going to let these cook about 4 minutes on each side on top of the stove. I sprinkle a little seasoning on top. I use garlic salt, or actually black pepper, I'm sorry. I always use garlic, but black pepper on top of it. And I think I put garlic salt as well. It just depends on how well or what type of flavors you like. That's optional. That's the leftover cheese we have, because remember, you're going to use about 8 ounces of cheese. So whatever you have left over after you did them, you're going to go ahead and once it's fully cooked on 4 minutes on each side, you're going to add your tomatoes, your cherry tomatoes, and then you're going to put the cheese on top of this dish. Make sure it's like, coated well enough. And then you want to make sure your stove is set at 425 degrees. I'm using one skillet, the same oven safe skillet. So once I finish putting my mozzarella cheese on top, I'm going to place this in the oven to cook for about 15 minutes at 425. There goes my garlic salt. Into the oven we go. And that's basically it. You are done at this point. 425, 15 minutes. Now, I also, you don't see this on camera, but I also make cauliflower mashed potatoes. So once this dish is completely done, I plated it, and we had cauliflower mashed potatoes and the chicken pesto roll-ups. I'll leave my link down below with the recipe, or actually I'll leave the recipe and instructions down below. And thank you for watching.